This conference will now be recorded.
All right, good. Right now we are discussing how to write the custom code. As I told you, let's divide this writing the custom code into three pieces or three scenarios. Scenario one is what? Assume that UI is given, SAP Commerce Code is given, database is given. Then what is the scenario? Scenario is how to create custom attributes and bring that values to UI. This example we completed. Similarly, next scenario is what? UI is given, SAP Commerce Code is given, database is given. If everything is given, then what is the scenario? Scenario is whatever given the code or methods or functionality not working as per the client requirement. Then the scenario is how to override those methods or code. So for example, for this the example is what? Let's take the example of saved cart. Let's take the example of saved cart. So here are the saved carts. And assume that yesterday we given some description. Yesterday we have given some description. And today you are coming and modifying it. And click on save. It works. But if I empty this, still old value is coming. So that means what? Whatever code has given, whatever method has given is not working as per the client requirement. If you go and ask SAP, why did you give like this? They say some of the customers want like that. And they will also tell you that no problem, anyway that method you can override it. Okay, so therefore how to override that particular code or method is the second scenario that we will see now. And the third scenario also we completed yesterday. No UI, no SAP Commerce Code, no database, how to do everything from scratch. This scenario we have seen yesterday end to end, and let's focus on the second scenario where everything is given but that particular method or code is not working as per the client requirement. Is the scenario is clear? So if you
Yes,
go
sir.
to the saved cart information, let's say you come to the cart page. Let's say you come to the cart page and click on save new cart. New cart is going to save the current cart. Okay. Then saved cart is available here. And you can see yesterday this is a description given and today you are trying to modify it. Okay, it will work, no problem. If you enter the value, it will work, no problem. If you empty the value, still old value is coming. And if your company says, I don't want that old value, let it be empty only, then you need to override that method, that code, so that you can able to achieve it. So this is also very common requirement in the companies. Now how to find out that methods and all we need to see. Okay, now look at here please. First of all, you need to understand. Okay, so this is the cart, right? This is the cart. Let's go to the database and see that cart. Okay, so step number one, let's go to the cart and see its details. Cart details in database. So what are the cart details in a database? You can go to the cart table. You can go to the cart table and the cart number is 2000, right? Cart number is 2000, that's correct. So this is the one. Okay, so this is the one. Now you can see here, and this is the cart so and so, and you can see this is the description. You can see this is the description. So that means if you see this is what we have in the database. If you see this is what we have in the database. Okay, so cart name, cart description, all these things. Okay, so this is what we have in the database. Okay, so therefore cart table, and this is what we have in the database. So this is what we have in the database. Please understand here. Once you understand the scenario, writing the code is easy. Okay, so this is the SAP Commerce cart table. Okay, so cart table data in SAP Commerce database. SAP Commerce database cart table data or cart table records. You can also say records, not a matter. Then if this is the cart table, then how do I access its values? Cart model, right? So how do I access these values? Cart model. So therefore, you have cart model. So cart table, cart model, or cart type, cart model. So that means if I want to get the description, cart model dot get description. If I want to get the name, cart model dot get name. Like that you can get the name, description, all those things. So this is what right now you have. So whatever you enter the value, you enter the value, it is available in the database, no problem. Then this is what it is. Then step number 2 is, okay, where is the problem coming? Can you see this one, please? Problem is coming when you click on edit and you modify something, it's working. Okay, and when you click on edit, when you empty this, and click on save, then it's not reflecting. So that means problem is happening between, can you understand this one, please? Problem is happening between this description and the save functionality. Yes or no? The problem is happening with the description. Yes or no?
Yes, Chenna.
Because are there?
Yes, Shanna.
Okay. Yes. Good. So the problem is happening because of the description. So that means if you are not entering the description, then the problem is coming. So that means description might not set properly or might not get properly. Do you agree this? So that means description might not set properly or description might not get properly. Is that could be the problem? Is that a possible problem? So right now description I made it as empty, click on save, then it's not coming properly. So that means whatever value you entered is not set properly or not get properly. So that means the problem is with the description. The problem is with the description. Then how do I know the code? So how do I know the code? So let's right click inspect element and see what is this ID is. Okay, save card description is the ID. Save card description is the ID. And let's see the UI for that first. UI will be available in which file? JSPR tag file. JSPR tag file. And you can see there is a saved cart model. You can see there is a saved cart model. This is exactly matching with the current scenario. The name is exactly matching with the current scenario. The name exactly matching with the current scenario. Okay. So in that, so you can see this is the description. So this is the description. So form text area something. So that means if I delete this div, observe this one. If I delete this div, then you should not get that description. Let's observe if it is. Okay, click on edit. Am I having the description? Am I having the description? No.
No,
So
Chenna.
that means this is the correct correct one. And if I refresh it now and click on edit, it works. Click on edit, it works. Now fine. Now the problem is getting this value or setting this value. Which value? This saved card description. So therefore take this ID, and search in the Java code. Okay, asterisk.java. And the set methods, get methods will be available in which file?
Module file.
No, no, no. Okay, that is correct. So, but logic, where do we write? Sets, gets, and all, in which extension we write? Facades extension. So therefore, I am just using facades.java. Or you can just say, okay, just asterisk.java. That is also fine. Okay, just search with asterisk.java. That is also fine. Then leave it about the first one because this is the code we have written it. That is what I need to explain. Now look at the next four extensions. Look at the next four extensions. Let's focus on the first one, commerce facades. Let's go here and can you see default saved cart facade? Is it the default saved cart facade? This is exactly matching with the name, right? Current scenario and the file name is matching now. Yes or no? Current scenario, file name is matching. Okay, good. Let it be. Let it be. Let's observe the some more occurrences. Okay, you can see these are all same thing only. Now you can see, you can see the next one is something like a generate saved cart. So this is what the strategy. Anyway, we are going to use that also. Okay, yeah, these are all what we are going to use. Saved cart controller. Can you see this one, please? Saved cart controller. Can you guys observe here? Can you guys observe here? So therefore, when I click on this save, obviously controller will be called. So you can right click inspect element. You can right click inspect element and this is the button. This is the button. Button is having this action. Saved cart, cart number, edit something. Okay. So saved cart, cart, edit something. You can see saved cart, save. Cart, cart ID, save, like that we have. Okay. So save. Okay, cards, request mapping. Okay, users. Okay, okay, this is the save card. Okay, users saved hyphen cards. This is a different one here. So if you want to see the code for this, you can just take this particular piece and search it. You will find. This is in the my account basically. So if you go to the my account, you will find it. Controller somewhere else. Okay, asterisk controller dot java. So you can see it's found. So yeah, you can see here. So this is a product test something. So let's move on to the next one. And you can see this order entry overview controller. You can go to the next one, order entry overview controller. So you can see here my account, then saved cards, then cart code, okay, then cart code, cart number, and you are performing the edit option. So edit also will be there somewhere else here. Edit also will be there somewhere else. Okay, so like this you can find out the code. But the thing is that now for us the important is this description. So therefore, if I right click inspect element and if I search the code with that, let me search one more time. Okay, if I search the code with that, so it is available in some places, but don't worry about this one here because that is the one we have written it. So now you can start with the standard one. So if you go with the first one, you can see the file name is matching with the current scenario. And can you see the method also? Line number 69. Parameter dot get description, generate saved card description. So generate saved card description. That means they are trying to generate the saved card description. And they are setting it. You can see. They are setting it. So that means let's go and see what it is in the method. So if you see in this method, now can you observe this method please? Let's observe the method. Okay, so let's observe this method. whether this is giving the problem or not. Let's observe. Okay, can you see this one please? Generate saved cart description, then cart model. Cart model means just now I told this one. Okay, so this is the cart model, just now we discussed it. Okay, then string description. So that means whatever you enter will be available in this. So if you enter something, that will be available here. If you don't enter, that will be empty. That will be empty. Now you can see the logic what is here. Okay, string utils is not empty description. That means description is not empty. So that means you entered something. If you enter something, no problem, right? You can see here. If I enter something, no problem. Okay, if you enter something, no problem. Because it's returning the same value. Assume that you did not enter anything. That means this become empty. If it is empty, it will come to else part. If it is empty, it will come to else part. In the else part, what do we have? Can you see? In the else part, we are checking. Okay, else part. That means this is empty. Empty means it will come to else part. In the else part, what are we checking? Can you observe here? What are we checking? Cart model dot get description. Cart model dot get description. Is this empty? Is this
No.
empty? Cart model dot get description.
No.
No. So that means is not empty? Yes. It's not empty. True. So that's why it is returning the cart model dot get description. So that means it is giving this value. That means in a simple word, it is giving the old value. That's why we are getting the same. So therefore, if you see here, if I make this as empty, click on save, then this description become empty. Okay, if description is becoming empty, then it will come to else part. In the else part, we are checking in the database description is there. Yes, database description is there. If yes, we are returning the same. That's why we are getting the old value. So that means this is the method having the problem. Is that clear? That means this is the method having the problem. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, Chenna. Yes, Chenna.
Yes, very good. So this is the method having the problem. So if you want to debug also, you can debug it here. It will be same. So this is the method having the problem. If you want to debug the code also, you can debug. Put the breakpoint here. Okay, put the breakpoint here and click on edit and click on save. So it will come and stop. So therefore, this is the method having the problem. This method I need to override. This method I need to override. So therefore, how do I override this? So to override this, okay, so to override this, so this is the facade, right? Commerce facade. So therefore, I can go to my facade, star facade. Okay, ChennaReddyTraining training. Okay, facade. You can go to the facade. You can go to the source and create one package. Okay, create one package. So let's say I'm creating the package called courses saved cart. So you can see com.chenna.facades saved cart.implementation. So you can right click new, okay, new package, and you can give the name as. So please remember this when you are following the packages. Already there are so many existing packages. You follow the same pattern. Don't do however you want. It will give some complexities later. So you can see, so the existing one is what com.chenna.training.facade. Up to that, you can use the same. Okay. So chenna.training dot facades dot. So after that, you can have your scenario. What is the scenario? Saved cart implementation like that. Okay. Saved cart implementation like that. There I am creating a Java file, simple Java file. Okay, new class. You can give. So right now you are trying to override the default saved card, right? So therefore, you can give ChennaReddyTraining a default saved card for some name you can give, not a method. Based on the scenario, you can give it. Good. Now, can you see how to write the logic there? So this method you can copy as is because you want to override this. Okay, you want to override this and paste it here. This method you can copy as is and paste it here. Then, so this is the class name and you are overriding it. This one, right? So therefore you can extend it. You can extend that class so that that methods are available here. And you can use the annotation called at override. You can use the annotation called at override. So you can use that annotation. So then, so if it is not empty, you are fine. If it is empty, then this is the problem. This you can write however you want. For example, you can see this one, please. So if it okay, so you can see. Let's say you enter the description. If you enter the description, this is the true. Then you are returning that description. Okay, so that means you did not enter the description. If you did not enter the description, then this will not execute, then it will come here. So here, what you can do, you can simply return the empty. Then your problem is solved. Here, you can simply return empty. Then your problem is solved. Or there is a OOTV strategy also you can use it. Saved cart text generation strategy, and there is a saved cart description method. In that, if you see the implementation, okay, so they are returning the minus. They are returning the minus. Like this also you can use it. So that means if you are not entering anything, click on save, then this will return minus. So therefore that will come here. So then this entire place minus will come. So in a simple word, the output after this is here description minus will be there. So instead of giving empty, you are just keeping minus like that. That is how you can override this particular method. If you are thinking that these many are not required, simply return empty. Yeah, you can return empty like that. Anyway, it is a string, right? Anyway, it is a string, you can return empty, or you can use the OOTB methods also. That's it. So this is how you can define the meaning for that method, whatever is not working as per the client requirement. Once you define the meaning, then I told you one rule yesterday. Whenever, so what would be the next step here? I am done with the coding. So that's it. You need to take the code, you need to take the methods and write your own logic. We have written our own logic. I am done with the logic. But now to make this work, I need to do one step. What is the step?
Define bean in spring.xml.
Excellent. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. So because here this default okay triple rs or triple rs default saved cart facade, these are all the files we have written. How SAP commerce knows our file? So we need to tell our files information to SAP commerce by injecting this class as a bean id. That's it. So then how do I inject it? So take this class name and take the location. Okay, so take this class name, take the location, go to the corresponding extension spring.xml file. Okay, spring.xml file. Okay, you can see. So bean ID. Then I am just using the class name with a small letter and specify the location. Where that exactly is available, you can specify the location. And is it having a parent? Yes. Default saved cut facade. That also you can specify. Default saved cut facade. That's it. That's it. Nothing more than that. Then after that you can start the you can do the build, start the server, then test the functionality. It will work. That's it. So that is how you can find out the methods and override it. Once you override it, make sure you define these classes as bean IDs. You can define these classes as bean IDs so that it will work. That's it. Now, if you have any questions with this scenario, you can ask me. Else, we are good and continue the next topic.
Do we need to inject the properties from parent
No,
bean?
no,
Like
we are not, what properties we are using? We are not using anything here, right?
we use the strategy, right? Say we got a text generation strategy.
That's why we are using extend here. And in the bean also, in the spring also, I use the extend, right? Parent.
Yeah, parent bean. Okay.
So I'm getting from the parent everything.
So once we
Okay.
start overriding, the control will come here rather than going to the out of the box, correct?
For that method, yes. First, it will look for our classes. If something is not there in our class, then it will go to the parent class. Parent class means this one, default saved card facade. So let's say this class is having so many methods, right? Okay, only this method will be executed from our place. Remaining methods will be executed here only. Okay, remaining methods will be executed here only. Like this, you can override the methods and
So
change the behavior as per
what
your requirement.
what if the alias is not there in the parent bean? We haven't
Okay.
defined the alias.
No, no, no. See, aliases we can give. The reason why we give the alias, just give me a sec. So aliases we give, the reason is this particular class method can be overridden in many places. And whenever you override, you will have your own meaning, right? So that's why we use the alias. For example,
That's fine.
This conference will now be recorded.
all right. So as I said, right, for writing the code, these three scenarios are important here. Mostly you might be having first scenario or second scenario or third scenario. So with these three scenarios, you can able to write most of the code. And so the notes for this is available here. Material number 9 is the notes for this. And you can see whatever we discuss, all these are available here. Whatever we discuss with the diagrams, with the flow. So this saved card is the one just now we discussed, right? So everything is available here. You need to go through and practice one by one. That's about this one. So the next topic is impexes flexible search queries. The next topic is impexes flexible search queries. Impexes will start tomorrow. Let's start with the flexible search queries today. Next, so the first point is you take any database, okay, you take any database, what kind of statements we have, what kind of statements we have. I am talking about database terminology. In the database terminology, what kind of statements are there if you take a database?
Select statements.
Okay,
SQL.
so DDL statements, DML statements, do you remember?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
DDL
sir.
means what? Create a table,
Definition language.
alter
Create.
table, create column, okay, alter column, create relation, okay, so create relation like that, right? Like that you have DDL. So how do you do DDL in SAP Commerce? How do you
Items.
do DDL?
Items data.
Excellent. So in SAP Commerce, this is nothing but asterisk hyphen items.xml. So whatever you did in the asterisk hyphen item.xml, that's nothing but the DDL. That's the simple, powerful conclusion. That is a simple, powerful conclusion. So whatever we did in the asterisk hyphen item.xml file, that means data modeling. That's nothing but the DDL. That means create a table, create a column, alter the column, create a relation, all those things. Then once you have this, then you have DML. DML means what? Okay, so
Etc.
how to insert the record. So basically DML means four things. Insert record, update record, okay, so delete record and get the record, select record, insert record, update record, delete record, and select record. Okay, so therefore, how do I insert the record? So in Oracle database, we have a insert statement. How do I update a record? Update statement. How do I get the record? Okay, select statement. Like that we have in the SAP, like that we have in the databases. Similarly, to insert a record, to update a record, to delete the record in SAP Commerce, we have impexes. So this we will start tomorrow. And the next one is get the records. Get the records. So for this in SAP Commerce we have FSQ, flexible search queries. So therefore, in a simple word, Oracle select command is equal to SAP Commerce FSQ. Oracle select command equal to SAP Commerce FSQ. That's it. That's the simple straightforward. Now, if you understand the Oracle, okay, select command, then you know how to write the flexible search queries. Okay. Next, so please remember this. Okay. So please remember this. So what is the syntax of the Oracle select command? What is the syntax of the Oracle select command? Select, okay, column 1, okay, column 2, or you can also use star, okay, from table 1, table 2. Okay, so then you write the where condition, you write the order by condition, you write the group by condition and all, right? All these things will work in the, okay, all these works in SAP Commerce also. That's the simple straightforward conclusion. So if you already know the Oracle select command, then you know already flexible search queries. So therefore, there is only one syntax difference. That syntax difference I will tell now. There is only one syntax difference. That syntax difference I will tell now. But so I am giving the conclusion. The conclusion is, if at all you know Oracle, how to write the queries, same thing will be in the SAP Commerce flexible search queries also. That's why I am giving a simple conclusion. So this is the general syntax of the Oracle select command. Same all these things. That means you can specify the columns, you can specify the tables, you can specify the where condition, you can specify the group by condition, you can specify the order by condition, you can write the functions. Okay, you can write the math functions, you can use the operators, less than, greater than, okay, and operator, or operator. All these things you can use with the SAP Commerce flexible search queries also. No difference. There is only one difference in writing the syntax that we will learn. Next, okay, that's it. The next one is how to execute the flexible search queries. Okay, so you can execute the flexible search queries from HAC or through coding. Coding we already discussed, right? Okay, coding we already discussed. So therefore, let's understand, let's revise the coding once. So first point. So where can we write the flexible search queries? Generally, where can we write the flexible search queries?
HAC.
Where can we write here? Coding.
DO.
Okay, DO file. So where can we write the FSQ? So answer is flexible search queries, FSQ. So asterisk DAO.java files. So that's why you can see here. So you can see, so for cart related, cart DAO is there. Okay, so if it is order related, then order DAO is there. Okay, so like this you have the DAO files. So these DAO files are having order or DAO.java. So you can see, So like this you have. So here you have the flexible search queries. You can see, so there is a flexible search query called find entries by number. And can you see this one, please? Can you guys pay attention? Can you guys pay attention? You need to observe one more thing. So here this is striked out. So here this is striked out. That means this method is deprecated. This method is deprecated. So therefore, when this is deprecated, then what to use? That is the question. When this is deprecated, what to use? So you can see suggestion is there. Deprecated. Okay. So use this one. So they are telling that the one whatever you have is deprecated, and instead of that you can use this method. Like this you can find the corresponding help document also here. Like this you can find the corresponding help document also here. Is that clear? So you can also see one more thing. Find find the entries by product. Find the entries by product is also striked out. Okay, so how this method is given? This method is given with this parameter, this parameter, this parameter. But now they have given with only two parameters. Okay, abstract order model and product model. Abstract order model and product model. So with that you are able to get it. Like this you can also find the corresponding code. Okay, now you can see here please. Okay, you can see here if you go to the implementation, so you can see whatever we discussed that is also available here. Whatever we discussed that is also available here. For example, now to write the flexible search queries. Okay, so to execute the flexible search queries, what are the steps we have? To execute FSQ, what are the steps?
Writing the flexible search query and
Okay,
then
step number one is write the, okay, very good. Write the FSQ, flexible search query. Then step number two is write the query parameters. And the step number three is
execute
execute
using search service.
flexible search query. Flexible search query. To execute this, we have flexible search service. Flexible search service, and we have seen the examples for this yesterday, day before yesterday, and so on, so on. So even yesterday, we have written our own DAO file and written the FSQ and executed. So that's the coding. Everywhere it is same here. So only queries will change. You may get, yesterday we have seen how to get the ChennaReddyTraining courses data. Then we have seen the how to get the order data. Similarly, card data, address data, like that you have the query changed based on the scenario. That's it. But steps are same. But steps are same, no difference. Now let's come to the other one. So how to execute the flexible search queries from HSE? Okay, how to execute the flexible search queries from the HSE? If you want to execute from HSE, let me go to HSE. Okay, so how to execute the flexible search queries from HSE? Go to HSE. Okay, so you can go here and you can see there is a flexible search query. You can see here there is a flexible search query. So here you can write the queries and click on execute. Then you will get the records here. Then you will get the records here. That's it. Now you are seeing two options here. Can you observe this one? Here you are seeing two options. Okay. Here you are seeing two options. This is one option, flexible search query and a query. So what is the difference between these two? Whatever you write here is a SAP commerce syntax. SAP commerce syntax. Okay, and whatever you write in this tab is the database syntax. Okay, so database syntax. So what does it mean? Let's understand. What does that mean? Let's understand. So let's say in the database, if I want to get the cart data, what is the query we write it? In the database, let's say I am asking the Oracle query. I am asking the Oracle query from the database. I want to get the cart data. So you will write select star from cart, right? Same thing you can write here. Can you see this one, please? Okay, select star from cart. So execute it. I think it's a cards. Huh? Yes, it's a cards. Okay, so this is what exactly. So this is a database query. So that's what I mentioned here. So database syntax queries you can write here. Select star from cards. And this is a database query. So that means if your database is Oracle query. If database is something else, that query you need to write. That means database queries also you can execute from here. If you don't want to use database query, you want to use flexible search query, you can come here and write the flexible search query. So select star from cart. So there is a difference between writing that one and this one. See, but results is same. That syntaxes we learn now. That syntaxes we learn now. That's it. So that means whenever you write, this is the point you need to write. Understand? Okay, whenever we write the FSQ, okay, FSQ, it will be executed in two steps, in two phases. It will be executed in two phases. Phase 1, FSQ will be converted into native query. So that's why you can see here, please. Can you observe here? So this is the FSQ I have written. This is the FSQ I have written and execute. When I click on execute, this FSQ is converted into native query. This native query is executed, then you are getting the results. So therefore, in the phase 2, so this native query executed and get the results. So therefore, FSQ will be executed in two phases. First one is FSQ will be converted into database query. Database query will be executed and you will get the results. Now let's understand the syntaxes. Okay. Okay. First one. Step number 1 here. So let's say I have the cart table. Okay. Cart type. Okay. Cart type and carts table. So type is for what purpose? SAP commerce purpose. And the table is for what purpose? Database purpose. So this is what I have. Okay, can you guys see this one? I have a cart type in for SAP commerce purpose, carts table for SAP commerce database purpose. Now the question number 1 is, so get the cart records. Get the cart data or records. So tell me, how do you do in the Oracle? Tell me, how do you do in the Oracle? Get the card data or records. That's the requirement. How do you do in Oracle?
Select.
Select star from cart.
Yes. So select star from, tell me, cards or cart?
Cards.
Cards.
Cart.
Okay. So this is what you will write. Then in SAP Commerce, okay, you write the same thing, but you need to use the type name. And so this type name you need to use in the brackets. That's only the difference here. Okay, now let's see. So let's say I go here and I am writing select star from cards. Okay, execute it. Now you can see I got the 3 records. Same thing you can write from flexible search queries, select star from cart, but that cart you need to use in the brackets. Now you can see you are getting the same results. This is the first difference you need to understand between your Oracle and SAP Commerce. This is the first difference you need to understand between your Oracle. That's what you are. It is very simple. If you know the Oracle, you can write it. This is the difference. So therefore, you need to use the type name here and also put the type name in the and that brackets. So this is the first thing. Then second one is, let's say you have the cart table. Cart table is having so many columns data, right? So it is having cart code, okay, delivery cost, like that. Okay, cart name is also there. Yeah. So therefore, so get the cart code, comma, cart name from cart table or type. So this is the requirement. If this is a requirement, tell me how do you do in Oracle? Tell me how do you do in Oracle? So you will say select cart code, comma, cart name from carts table. Like this you will write, right?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
You guys are there? So you can see select the cart code, comma, cart name from carts. Execute it. Is that not there? Okay, select star from cards. So here it is a p underscore name, p underscore code. Okay. So there is a select p underscore code. Okay. Now you can see it's coming. Similarly, comma p underscore name. So that's how the column names are there, the database. So this is what you are getting it. Good. So this is what you are writing basically. Okay. So this is what you are writing. So the name is p underscore is there. Okay, so property underscore name, like that it is there. Then if you want to do same thing in Oracle, how do you do? Sorry, if you want to do same thing in SAP Commerce, if you want to do same thing in SAP Commerce, how do we do? See the difference, please. Okay, so you can use the select only, and the column names also you need to put in the brackets from cart. That's it here. This is what you need to do. Remaining everything is same. These are only the two differences. You can see same results. These are only two differences. Remaining all are same here, no difference. Then if you know the Oracle, you can write it now. If you know the Oracle, you can write it now. No other difference. Is that clear? First basic difference between your Oracle select command and commerce.
Question, but you gave for localized column names.
Okay, so please understand this this one. So what I'm trying to say that, so the first difference is you can use the table name here, type name here, and make sure you are using in the brackets. Second difference is, okay, so when you are using the column names also, you can use in the brackets. And here you will have the column name as p underscore something. You can use for the database purpose, but here you can directly use that code name, all those things. That's it. Then one more thing is that, okay, so one more thing is that, so let's take the product table. Product table, do you remember product name? Product name is localized, right?
Description. Question.
So product name is localized, you can see. So this is available in the English, German, French, like that. Now I want that information. If you want that information, then you can specify product name in English, comma, product name in German, like that you can specify. Now let's see. So you can see, so this is in English, this is in German. So therefore the next requirement is how to get the localized content. How to get the localized, okay, localized column data. So if you want to get the localized column data, select example product table. So in the product table, product name, product description and all are localized. So therefore select, okay, so you want the name in English, you want name name in German. Okay, from product. So like this you can give it, then you are getting it. Like this you can get it, execute it. Now you can see you are getting the results. Like this you can get the localized content. So this is one more difference between your Oracle and SAP Commerce. Other than that, remaining all are same. Let's see how same these are. So let's see now how similar SAP Commerce syntaxes, SAP Commerce FSQ syntax, and Oracle select command syntax. Oracle select command syntax. Okay, so the next one is, okay, so in case of Oracle, we use math functions, right? We use math functions. What are the math functions we use here? Okay,
Max.
so minimum function, maximum function, average function, okay, count function, okay, like that. So all these will work, all these will work in SAP Commerce also. That's it. For example, now we can see. So now I want to count the names. How many names are there? So if you want to count the names, you can use the count function here. So count of name, which is in English. Okay, you can see you got the count. So 7,148 are there. Now I want to count of the count name, which is in German. Which is in German. Execute it and see how many are there. So how many are there in the German? Okay, that's it. Now let's say you want to find out, okay, you want to count. Similarly, you can use the min, maximum and all. But if you want to use the min, maximum, then PKs are important. So let's say I'll specify PK. So minimum. So this syntax is wrong here. So what is this? Why it's not deleting? So let's say I want to max function of the PK, which is the max PK in the product table. You can see this is the max PK in the product table. Similarly, minimum PK in the product table. So this is the minimum PK in the product table. Like this, you can apply all the math functions. That's it here. That is a simple, straightforward conclusion. Next, so in Oracle, okay, in Oracle, we use where condition. Okay, where class, right? So all these will work in SAP Commerce also. For example, now let's go here. So select star from name. So let's use the names. Okay. So select star from name. So name I want in English, and also, okay, just say name, and I want the PK number. Okay. So PK number common name. From where? From the prototype. Where? Okay. Where? And I am writing the where class now. Okay, so where let's say name which is in English, like percentage AB percentage, and execute it. So earlier, okay, now you can see the results. How many records are there? 134 records are there. So what does it mean? The meaning is, okay, what is the meaning of this one? You can see here, please. So I am trying to get the PK and name from the prototype, where name, okay, so should have AB. So that means before AB I can have any number of characters, and those characters can be anything. After AB I can have any number of characters, and those characters can be anything, but AB should be there in the name. Okay, so name which is having AB We have total 138 records. Okay, so that's why if you go and search AB, so you can see AB is there in all the. Okay, are you able to observe? AB is there in all the data. And before AB, I can have any number of characters. You can see. Before AB, I can have any number of characters, or after AB, I can have any number of characters because I am using that percentage symbol. Percentage symbol means what? I can have any number of characters and those characters can be anything. I can have any number of characters and those characters can be anything. That's the meaning of percentage symbol. Okay, so like this we can use the where class. Then in Oracle, we use order by, right? Order by. All these works in SAP Commerce also. For example, okay, for example, you can see here, you can specify select PK common name from prototype, order by name. Let me use here order by name and execute it. Now you can see. So right now can you see this one name? So it is coming with a 1, 2, 3 like this. So that means order by name can be in ascending order, can be in descending order. Are you guys are there?
Yes, Chenna.
Okay. So if you want in descending order, so use the DESC here, execute it. Now you can see it's in the descending order. If you want in ascending order, okay, you can see it's in ascending order. Like this, it is same as Oracle here, no difference. In the Oracle also it's the same. Like this, you can apply the order by condition or order by class for your data. Next, in Oracle, we use operators, right? What are the different operators we use? Okay, in operator, okay, and operator, or operator, okay, like operator, like this, so on to so on. So all these we can use in SAP Commerce also. Is that clear? All these works in SAP Commerce also, no difference. For example, okay, so now here I am writing the where condition, where name, okay, name like percentage AB percentage, and execute it. How many records are coming? 134. Then I can write the R condition and condition and all. So let R name like percentage CD percentage. Okay, now you can see R condition I am using operator. Now you can see I am getting the same records 134 only. Okay, maybe with the CD it's not there. Then let's use ES. Let's go on to see the results. Now do you see? Right now it is 200. It may be more also here. It may be more also. The reason is when you execute the query, you have the maximum limit here. So you can increase this limit. Then execute and see. Okay, now how many are there? 600, 580 are there. So like this, you can apply the AND condition, OR condition, okay, like condition, null condition. Null also you can use. Null, is null, not null, all those things also you can use. Okay, so now let's see. Let's see the example. So AND condition, and also you can use it. I don't think so. You will have a name which is having AB and ES. Let's see. Execute it. There are 2 records. Good. We have 2 records where name is having the AB, name is having the ES. Okay, like this you can use the AND operator, OR operator, all those things. Similarly, you can use null. Okay, so where name is null. Okay, execute it. So is null, there are two records. Is not null means reverse. Is not null means reverse. So you will get almost 7,000 something. Yeah, you can see you are getting 7,148 entries. Like this, you can apply the null, not null, or is null, is not null, and operator, or operator, and so on, so on. So that's it. Okay. Next, the important one is, so this is the performance improvement query. Performance improvement query. So this is very important. Please understand. Performance improvement query. This is very important. Please understand. You remember, so we have a product, and the product we created child types, right? From product we created child types. What are the child types we created? Anyone remember?
Triple RS product.
Very good. So from the product we created a child type. So let's say ChennaReddyTraining product 1. Okay. So ChennaReddyTraining product 1. Okay. ChennaReddyTraining product 1. Then ChennaReddyTraining product 2. Then ChennaReddyTraining product 3. Like this. We created it. Now I shown you that day we can create the product with the product. We can create the product with the ChennaReddyTraining product 1, ChennaReddyTraining product 2, ChennaReddyTraining product 3, right? We practiced all those examples. So let's say, for example, okay, with the product, I created 100 records. With the product, I created 100 records. This is very important for performance factor. With the product, we created 100 records. Now, with this, let's say with this child type, okay, or inherited type, I created 20 records. And assume that with this, I created 15 records. And assume that with this, I created 10 records. Are you guys are there? Okay, good. So assume that with this, I created 10 records. This is the scenario. And we have practiced this also. Okay. So now I am writing a query. So what is the query I am writing? So let's say select a star or name. Okay. Okay. Select star name from product. Okay. Can you see this one, please? So let's say select a star from product. So like this we are using it. Okay. So you can say, let's say count of, let me use the count function, then you will understand. Count of pk from product. So then how many I am getting? 7,158. So that means, let's say if I am writing like this, select a count of pks, okay, from product, then it is going to give how many records? It is going to give total of 145 records. It's going to give total of 145 records. So that means whenever you are using this type, it will also check, is this having a child type? If yes, is it having the records? Take that. Is it having the records? Take that. Is it having the records? So therefore total 100 plus, okay, 100 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10. So 145 records you will get it. Is that clear? Is that clear? Are you guys are there?
Yes.
Okay. Now the question is, I don't want this child record. See, anyway, assume that I am not using this child item type records. If you don't want the child item type records, then what you can do is that you can use this symbol at the end. Now can you see how many we get it? So earlier what is the result? 7,158, right? Now let's execute and see. How many I am getting? How many we are getting?
1400.
1400. So that means this will give the records. This will give the records only from the current item type. So that's nothing but 100. So this is the importance of this operator. This is very powerful here. I know most of the people just use it without so they say that, okay, see, if you are not using this data, okay, if you are not using this data, if you are not using this data, if you are not using this, why you want to fetch it and waste the time? So you have to use this operator. That is the power of this operator. So this is how we can get only the data from the current item type, not from the child item type. So if you are not using that symbol, then you will get the records from the current item type and child item types. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now let's go through the notes once, and there are some queries we can practice it. So now let's see here, please. So I said the flexible search queries. Okay, DDL, DML, just now we discussed it, and how to execute the. This is impexes. Okay, so this is where you have the flexible search queries. Okay, so whenever you write the flexible search query, it will be executed in two phases. First one is query FSQ will be converted into native query will be executed. Then how do we execute programmatically? So as I said, programmatically means you will write in the star.do file where you will write the query first, set the query parameters and execute it. 3 steps. And we have seen the example. And generally we write in the star.do extension. Okay, then type name, table name. We practiced a lot. So type name is used for SAP commerce purpose, table name is used for database purpose. Okay, and that is what just now also we practice a little bit. Now you can see this is the table name and these are the columns. Then can you see this one, please? So this is what the Oracle syntax, this is what the SAP commerce syntax. Okay, and you are getting this. And how to get the localized stuffs. Okay, just now I shown you. Then you can give the alias names also. Yesterday also we have used the alias name, right? Do you remember? When we try to get the, so alias name is useful when you have the multiple table data getting from the same query. Otherwise it's not required. So you can see here. So here for product I have given the alias as P. So therefore you can say P.code, P.manufacturer like that, and so on, so on. So then I said all the math functions you can use it. Okay, and all the operators you can use it. Okay, like operator, not like operator, and operator, or operator, all these things you can use it. And finally, the one which I just now discussed. So if you write like this, it will get the records from the child item types and the current item type. If you don't want from child item type, use this operator. Okay, that's it. Then, so you can also see here. So let's say I am writing this. Okay, and execute it. When you execute it, you can also see this analysis, how much time it is taking, like that. See, right now it is telling 0 milliseconds, right? So let me write this one. So let's say I will just go here and execute it. Okay, it's getting lots of data now. Go and see. Oh, still 0 milliseconds. It should take some time.
Use it different table. Maybe it's coming from memory.
Yeah. So let me see what it is. Okay, so let's go here and execute it. So you can see it is taking 1 millisecond like that. Like this, you can also observe how much time, whether that query is giving good performance, not good performance, all these things you can verify from here.
Chenna, how
Okay.
to execute only 500 records and get next 500 records like that?
Okay. So we'll see. So this is how 1 millisecond. Now it is showing 1 millisecond. This is how we can measure the query performance. This is how you can measure the query performance. Then one more thing is that whenever we write the query, we can also apply the joins here. So whenever we have the query, we can apply the joins. What are the joins we have? Left join, okay, right join, okay, inner join, outer join, like that we have, or full join. So left join out, okay, full join, like that we have the joins. I hope you remember what the meaning of left join, right join, all those things, right? So if
Yes,
you are
Chenna.
not remembering your mathematics classes, you need to go and refer it. Left join means what? Let's say this is a left side table, this is a right side table, this is a left side table, right side table. Then left join means it will give
The records
tables from
from
records from, yes. It will give the records from this. Okay, so inner join means what? Only the common one. Full means everything. Like this, we have the giants. So same giant we can use in the SAP Commerce also. Let's see one example. So let's see one example. Let me see some examples here. Just give me a sec. Let's see some examples here. Flexible search queries. Okay. So now we want to understand the giants, right? Okay. So I'll go with this. Okay. Now look at here, please. So this is the giant I'm using. Okay, so what is the meaning of this one? You can see we are applying the let join here. So what is the meaning of this one? So you need to understand the inner queries first. What is the inner query? Select code, select a product code from product table. So that means if I execute this, I'm going to get all the product codes. I'm going to get all the product codes. That's good. Then, so you can see there is one more query here. So what is this query? Let's execute and see. So select a category for category code from category table. Select a category code from category table. It is going to give list of the category codes. So that means if you see here, this is going to give list of the product codes. This is going to give list of the category codes. Then I am checking product code matching with the category code. If yes, I am applying the left join, left side table records. So you can see how many are there. 7,000 something are there. Like that you can apply the joins. You can also apply the right join if you want. RIGHT, right join, right side data, matching data, which is very less, 1500 something. Like this you can apply the joins. Left join, right join, full join, like that. Okay. Next, you can see, let's see this example also once. Let's see this example also once. Okay, so now can anyone tell me what exactly happening here? Can anyone tell me what exactly happens here? So let's execute the first query first. Union all. Union all means what? Combine everything.
one record.
Yeah. So this is a one query. What is this query doing? Okay. Get the primary keys from the product type where product code is in this list. So there is an in operator. So that means I want to get the PKs of the product table or product type where product code is in this list. Can we see any records are there? Yes, there are records. Similarly, we have one more query here. So this is one more query. Let's take this. So what we are trying to do here, you can see select PKs from generic variant product and you are joining with the product. This joining is based on what? Okay, this joining is based on what? Generic product, base product equal to this product PK. And you are writing some where condition where this generic product code is in this list. Now let's see if there are any records. So if you go here, there are no records. Then not in this list. You can use not operator. Not in this list, then you have so many records. Now these records, that records you are applying union all. Okay, so not in this list. Okay, this is giving bunch of the records, this is giving bunch of the records, you are applying union all, then you can see the results. Like this, you can apply the queries, joins, unions, in operator, or operator, all those things. That's it. Next, there is one famous query. Can you see this one, please? So let's say there are so many orders every day. Let's say there are so many orders every day. Now I want to find out top 10 orders today in terms of the price. Are you guys paying attention?
Question mark.
Okay, so I want to find out top 10 orders today or in a specific day based on what? Based on price, based on the order number, whatever it is. If you want to write that kind of query, you can see, you can write this one. You can see there is a order by, sorry, not order by, fetch first 10 records. Fetch first 10 records means it is going to give the 10 records. 10 records of based on what? Based on the order code. In which date? You can see this is the date. And so you are applying the descending order. Descending order means top will come first. Then you can see this is how you will get the order numbers. Or you can see this one. Get top 10 products. Get top 10 products which are sold in a specific time frame. So that means you have so many products in the e-commerce site. You don't know which products are sold very high quantity. You don't know which products are sold with a high quantity. So if you want that, then you can write this select columns, all those things. Then where you can see this one, where date is important because you are trying to get the top 10 products which are sold in a specific date. So therefore you can specify the date. Once you specify the date, then you want to get the products based on the orders, right? So therefore group by order entry dot product. So that will give list of the products. Then from that you want in the descending order so that top products will come first. From that you want only 10. Then you can specify the 10. Fetch only 10. Then it will give 10 records. Like this you can start writing the flexible search queries. Like this you can start writing the flexible search queries. So whatever scenario you take, it will be like this only. It is a fixed procedure, you can write it. So that's all for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask now.